Welcome back, guys. Now in this video we're going to be making one of these nameplates. So you can make these for your kids' doors or your shed or whatever, you know. They're really easy to make. All you need is a laser and Lightburn. I mean, you can get Lightburn free trial for nothing, and obviously the materials to make it. So the 3mm ply or 3mm MDF. In my case, this is like MDF, but it's coated in white matte paint, so you can paint it easy. Now, instead of painting them, this is painted. But instead of painting them, I've been using sticky back vinyl, and I find it works really well. And the process, you can see behind me the way I do it. I put the vinyl on and then I'll cover it with masking tape so we don't get that charring effect. As you can see over there, look. And then obviously pick it all apart and stick it together with glue, and it just works really well. I mean, that needs cleaning, that little bit there, but still. Anyway, so let's jump over. Well, what we're going to do, we're going to redesign this one first, because I want to make it so that this is vinyl and not paint. So I want to go grey, because when it's on the cage you can't really see what they are because it's a black cage. So we're going to redo this, and I thought we'll go through the process and you can just use this process and make your own signs if you want to, kids signs or whatever. I mean, if you was to make these and sell them, I mean, how much would you get for that? 20 quid, 15 quid, I don't know. Yeah, so anyway, let's jump over to Lightburn and I'll show you how to make this one. Right, so we've opened up Lightburn. If you're not familiar with Lightburn, there's loads of videos out there on YouTube that you can go and peruse, get used to all the buttons. But for now, if you follow along, it's quite straightforward. I'm not going to go too fast for you. If I bore you to death, then you can just skip along. I'll put some chapters in the video. Okay, let's head up here. Let's make us a box. We're going to go width at 160 and the height at 45. Okay, gives us a basic box. We'll keep it in red for now. We're going to radius the edges, so we're going to, if you can see that, that's 11. Let's take that down to 6. I'm going to pop that there, and that one can be 6 as well. All I'm doing is I'm clicking on the corner. Okay, right, back up to our pointer. Right, so we've got our box. Now we need a couple of circles, so we're going to, we'll go up here and we'll do maybe 8mm. 8mm. Okay, so that is around about what I need to get a cable tie through. You know what, I'm going to take it a little bit more. Let's go mad and go to 9mm. Okay, so there's our circle. Right, back up to our pointer. Let's hold down left key on the mouse and select that, and then we're going to just copy and paste. So we've got another one. Let's pop those. These are our holes for our cable ties to go in. Okay. What you can do, if you go up to the top here, see how the pointer turns to a little line? If you do that and grab with your left mouse button, you can kind of get a line so that you can, it's just basically so you can line everything up. So they're in the middle. If anything, we could move that a fraction. We're going to go there. Let's get rid of that. Just highlight and delete. So this is our basic shape. This is what we're going to be working off. So first thing we need to do is to highlight the whole lot, go up to range and group it so it's one item now. So if I was to pick that up, see how I can grab the whole thing and move it around. So it's selected. We're going to copy and paste that again now. So we've got a second one of those. Let's keep that down there for now because we're going to need that in a bit. Right. So the nameplate I'm making is for Kanzi. Right, so we're going to go across here to where it's got the A. Click on that so it turns red, and then click on the workspace. Right, K-A-N-Z-I. Okay, that's our lettering. If you go up to here, you can actually change whatever lettering you want to change it to. Let's just keep it at that one for now. Right, back up to our pointer. Whenever you use any of these buttons down left hand side, you always go back up and press your button, you pointer, or you go escape. So if we select that, press escape, and it will take you back. See, if I grab a circle, whatever, instead of me going back up there, it's just a shortcut button. You just press escape, and it'll take you back to your pointer. But we don't want those, so we can delete them. Okay, so let's select our name. Okay, that looks fine to me. What we're going to do now is going to go over to this tool here, and this is our offset shapes tool. So we're going to click on that. We want an offset of about 3 mil, so that's about right for me. You can delete your original object if you wanted to. We don't in this case because we want to keep the letter in, so we want to keep that like that. So we're going to hit OK. Right, we're going to grab that again, and now we're going to do the same offset, same 3. I'm going to OK it. So we've got 2 of those now. Right. If you look now, what we're creating is a stack. So we've got a stack of 3 there now. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab this, the larger one, the outside one, we're going to pop it in the middle. What you can do is highlight them all, and then go up to the top here, and you can kind of hit that button. It'll take it to the center, but I want it just a little bit down. I want it around about there. Okay, so what we're going to have is when we cut this out, we're going to lose the inside of that, we're going to lose the inside of that, and we're going to lose the inside of that. So what you'll end up with is a little island in the middle, which is this, and then the lettering will go on top. So we're going to cut our lettering out separate. We don't want this, we don't want to waste our material, so instead of cutting this island here separate, we may as well just cut it out of that piece that we're going to lose anyway. Okay. Right, so that is our basic nameplate as it is. So when you cut it out, you're going to have that. But what we want to do is we want to make this a little bit fancy. You're always going to need this base underneath this one, because if you remember, there's nothing in between there, there's nothing in between here, so there'll be nothing for you to glue this section onto, so you've got to have a backing behind it. This will be your backing. But what we're going to do, instead of having that just disappear underneath there, we're going to funk it up a little bit. We're going to make it a little bit special. So let's go over and let's import an image. So we're going to go with a rat. Why are you not important? Okay, so this is an image. We need to turn this into an STL or a tool path now, a path for the laser to cut. So we right click. You can do this with any image actually. I'm going to go down to trace image, and then let's fade the original. Now the purple is what you're going to see, but we don't want all these little wispy bits, so we want to make it as clean as possible. So let's move that slider down and get rid of those wispy little bits, because we don't want them, do we? Right, okay, yeah, that looks good to me. Press OK. Then you can grab your cut path off of there and delete that one. Okay, we need two of these, so we're going to highlight it with our our left button, and you can either duplicate it or you can copy and paste it, whatever. We will go up, we'll copy and paste it. So copy, Control C, Control V works as well. So there's our other rat, but we want to mirror this. We don't want this to be pointing the same way. So let's go up here and switch him around. See what I did there? Up here, just under the arrange button, you've got a mirror. Okay, so let's grab our rats, and we're going to, I don't know, we'll put them, let's put them there like that, yeah, so we can see that they're rats. And then that one will go, that's about, you know what, let's use that line and get them perfect, which that looks pretty good to me. Yeah, okay, let's get rid of that now. They're a great tool, these are, and you can come from this side as well, and you can line things up, and you can put as many of these on, and they're not a cut path, they won't cut, they're just literally for you to get guidance. We're going to use the Boolean tool now, because what we want to do is we want to cut this bit out. We want this to disappear. We don't want to see these here. We just want that to be one solid piece from here all the way through. So see what I just did there? I hit the Boolean tool there, and that removed all the inside. So now we've got that shape. Let's get rid of that. I don't know what that is. We'll go up, we will ungroup it all, and we'll zoom in, and we'll highlight that and just delete it. We don't need that, do we? That looks pretty good to me. Slightly off, but you know what? I'm happy with that. Right, so this is our actual cut area. This is 400mm by 400mm. If I go to camera control, we can update that. So what we're going to need to do now is move these out of the way, and we'll switch back to the other camera. What we're going to do is we're going to stick our grey vinyl down. The wife wanted grey because she thinks they'll stand out a little bit better. So the bits we're going to do is that is going to be grey, and then where you can see the black inside there, That's going to be grey as well. I think it's going to look pretty cool. And then we're going to leave the white on the outside, I believe. Right. Okay, next step, we're going to put our masking tape on. And this is really to protect the surface from that charring effect that you can get from it, from the laser. I won't say charring effect, I'd say charring. Okay, cool. Right then, let's head back to the computer. Right guys, we're back on Lightburn. So what we're going to do now is we want to drag this to the area that we've just masked off, and we also want to grab that, don't we? Do we want that? I think we do. I think we forget what I said a minute ago. I think we want that in grey, don't we? Because yeah, we do. We want that in grey as well, because we've got black and black. Yeah, we'll do that. Right, let's have a little look at. So these are white. So these need to go up there. Okay, right. Let's have a little look at where that's going to be. I'm going to move those off screen for a second because I want to make sure that this is in the right place. Okay, so let's frame it. So that needs to go down a little bit. So that needs to come down just a little touch. Let's frame it again. Yeah, that's hitting the grey, that's in the grey, so we know that that now can go up there, and just to save a little bit of space, we'll put that there. Okay, now let's have another look at this now, see where it frames. That'll do, mate. Cool. Right, let's cut it out. So we want to go to cuts and layers. What we'll do is we will change this to black, and we'll have that at 2 millimeters a second. So we get one cut straight through, no messing around. And the red is also cut 2 millimeters per second, 100% power. Okay. We'll have it cut in black first, so we'll go here and we'll drop that down so it cuts black first and then red. Let's just double check everything is okay. Nothing's moved. Nothing's moved from there. In fact, what I might do actually, this isn't a bad thing to do, you know, actually, while I'm thinking of it, just to make sure that these all line up, which they do. Okay, cool. So let's go Control Z, back to there. Control Z works great on everything, doesn't it, if you want to go back a step. What I'll do now is I'll switch to the other camera and turn the extractor on and we'll start cutting. Right, so let's do it. All we're going to do is glue all this together now, really. I'm using my trusty 03 adhesives in thick, and the reason I'm using the thick is because I don't want the glue to go off too quick, but I want to be able to move it a little bit around without glue running anywhere it shouldn't. So, right, first of all, let's get this white plate stuck on. I'm not using any activator or anything like that. I find that the thick kind of stays where it's put, and that's what we want here. We don't want the glue running out and you see a shiny bit. So I'm just going to eyeball it up and then lift it up and kind of push it down and it will center. Right, there we are. Make sure you get this the right way around as well, because in the past I have actually got this upside down. That's where it should be. Okay, let's give that another clean. Obviously don't get the acetone on your glue because it will melt your glue. There you go. How's that? That's better. That's better, isn't it, guys? Give that a bit of a clean as well. You can go over it again later if you wanted to, but I'm just going to do this now. I would recommend some little pliers, little tweezers for this job, just so you, if you've got big sausage fingers like me, they'll get in the way. Right, so we're going to go with this. If you haven't tried this glue, guys, 03 adhesives, there is a link in the description where you can go straight to the website. Right, let's do the K. I like to line these up so I don't muck up. I mean, you can't really muck up, can you? Because they can only go in certain places. So what I like to do is pop the glue on. Don't go mad with it. You only want a little bit on there. Line it up and then just push it down. We're going to do our best to line it up by eye as we go along. See why I use the thick stuff? Because if we were using thin, that would have gone off by now. My wife said earlier that looks a little bit like a 1, and it does, I agree with her, but as soon as you put this little pip on the top of it, it then turns into a bold eye. Like so. Well, there you go. What do you think? Was that easy? Is that something that you could do? I may have sped along a little bit too fast, but I was aware that I may be boring people to death. If you've got any questions, leave them in the comments, and I will definitely answer them. I mean, the Poseidon, I'm really happy with the way that turned out, to be honest. And the Kanzi, there isn't much, it's only a subtle change, isn't it, where we've gone from black to grey, but when you see that in the house, it'll be totally different. It'll be a lot brighter than the black, and what the wife wants, the wife gets. So the laser I used was the 10-watt diode laser from Algo Laser. This is the DIY kit. I will leave a link up there for you to check out later, when I was sent that and built it. And obviously also head over and check out 03 Adhesives. It's an absolute no-brainer, guys. You're gonna love it. So thanks for watching. I hope you can follow along. Like I say, if you can't and you get stuck, just message me. I will always answer the questions or the comments that I get, and I'll see you next time.